Good evening. This is Rocket Shop Radio Hour on WOMMLP Burlington, Vermont, 105.9 FM, The Radiator. I am your guest host tonight, Bob Cahoon, filling in for Tom Proctor, who is a little unexpectedly delayed to the point he can't make it. These things happen in the times of COVID.
We learned to roll with it.
Yep, we're going to roll with it. I'm here tonight with Julia Spelman, who's been with us in a couple other iterations, which we'll probably mention a little bit here. Julia, welcome to Rocket Shop again.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So we've heard your previous bands we'll talk about before. I mean, they've been here before. Mm-hmm. But we always like to start off with a song. So what do you have to start us with tonight?
All right. This song here is called Dear Friend. How have you stayed by my side for so long? Can you just leave me alone so I can go on? It's not my fault that you came into my life. It's just the world telling me that I'm not right. Maybe will you stay a little longer with me? But you're ruining my day, yet you found your way into my melody, my melody, my melody, your melody is in my body. Ooh. I'm leading a crusade against your parade. March with me and hold your arms with me. March with me, I'll be your armory. March with me and hold your arms with me. March with me, I'll be your armory. Maybe will you stay a little longer with me? But you're ruining my day, yet you found your way into my melody, my melody, my melody, your melody is in my body. Ooh, ooh. How have you stayed by my side for so long. Whoa, wrong note at the end of the song. Whatever. There we go. We're done.
So that was Julia Spelman
Thanks.
with, what was the name of that one again?
That one was Dear Friend with a fabulous new ending.
Hey, making it up as we go along. Just everything's, it describes 2020 right
Exactly.
there.
That's why I'm just like, whatever.
It does. Yeah. This is the
Nothing
year we're
matters.
allowed to make some mistakes and figure some things out and try
Right.
some new stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a little bit new for you. It's you and your guitar up here, a very cool looking guitar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dad, thank you. You know you're watching me. This is a new instrument here.
So pretty new to you, like in the last.
In June, this became.
So you're still getting acquainted.
Yeah, definitely with this thing. I used to play my dad's bandmate's old guitar for a really long time, the electric, when I was in Honey and Soul.
Is that what you started with, or?
I started playing guitar with just a regular acoustic guitar, like a youth one that
Like
my
a
dad,
little Yamaha or something like that.
And then Taylor Swift came to be, and I was like, okay, I want to be her. So I was 13 and just picked it up and kind of figured it out. I had been playing piano since I was 5, so I was kind of able to figure it out with the help of some friends, and then just being up in my room and figuring it out.
Plunking away at it.
Yeah, pretty
Gotta
much.
start somewhere.
Exactly.
So you played acoustic, and then when did you switch to electric? When did you go Dylan?
I guess when I was in Honey and Soul, I started off with piano and then felt really restricted with that, and decided to pick up the electric. And
so that was when you started.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And I had been doing gigs on my acoustic, but mostly doing covers just at like, restaurants and bars. But nothing new, like no original music. So yeah, performing original music is very nerve-wracking. I usually don't get stage fright, but when you're singing the deepest part of your soul, it's pretty scary.
I can't say that I know from experience, but I can imagine.
Yeah.
So how long have you been writing your own music?
Not
necessarily performing it.
Yeah.
But...
Probably since the beginning of college. I would just try and write things, but yeah, probably just I don't know, 6 years maybe, but I hadn't really written anything I really loved until this year, probably.
And when did you play your first original song for somebody?
I played this song that I just played at Radio Bean last summer.
This is all very compressed together then, isn't it?
Yeah, no, things happened quickly. So it's very humbling journey, I think. Just kind of, yeah, you come just like it's just you. So it's very nerve-wracking, but I actually really like experiencing it. I think it's fun to be scared. That's weird.
No, not at all. So the first time you were on Rocket Shop, you were with Diggs with an S? With an S.
Plural.
And there were 8 people there at the time, and I think a few diggers were missing, right?
Yeah.
So you started in a big group.
Yep. I started with Diggs, and we were, we had so much fun, piano, guitar, drums, horns, vocals, rapping, like, so the best. Yeah, it was so much fun.
It was a little bit of this.
Yeah, yeah. And then I played with Honey and Soul, who
so you went from 8 to 12 to 3.
To 3, yeah.
Yep.
And I played piano and sang in that and switched to guitar. And then I decided to take a long break from performing. I had been doing it for a really long time, probably since I was like 12, so consistently. And I had to take a break.
Needed a little rest.
Yeah, definitely.
So now you're back with yourself, and you're have you named your guitar? I ask this
No,
question to people
it's a
sometimes.
great question. I haven't named it yet. I'm
I,
too busy
I can
staring
tell
at
by
it.
the way you're holding it.
I know,
You're
I know.
still a little
Yeah,
enamored, which
yeah.
is fine. You should
Um,
always be enamored by your guitar forever.
definitely. Um, not no names yet. I'll keep everyone posted.
Just as you're driving around town, it'll
Yeah,
come to you one
it
day.
will. It will. Right now I just call it
My
I don't know.
guitar, my new guitar.
Yeah, definitely.
Was it and just as a musician? Was it sort of funny to all of a sudden switch to a guitar that became this is a brand new thing to
Um
you? And did it change your music a little bit?
yeah, definitely. I always felt really stuck with piano because I studied it so precisely that I didn't feel that I could go outside of what I learned when I grew up. So focused on like music theory and rules. And even though I knew I could break the rules, there was just something in me that was not letting me do that. Um,
And did you take piano lessons?
yes,
So do you think that's part of what put the rules over your head?
for sure. And but I also think taking piano lessons gave me like the fluency in music that I have today.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm so grateful, mom, dad, thanks. After all the times my sister and I wanted to quit, they were like, don't. And it was the best thing I've ever
Mhm.
done. Um, you just the piano is like a map, a musical map, and I find that it's really easy to learn any other instrument
Mhm.
if you know how to play that. So
And weirdly, I've heard guitar being compared as musically closest to the piano because you've got a scale
y-
and a structured
definitely.
instrument like that. Do you find that that was true being a piano player moving to the guitar?
Absolutely. I mean, with guitar and piano, you can see pretty much every note, half steps. Um, you can play pretty much everything. Whereas like a saxophone or a wind instrument, it's more of like combinations and a lot of what you're doing with your actual like mouth.
Mhm.
So the piano and the guitar are really similar in that way that you can see everything and it's really easy to conceptualize
Mhm.
different structures and sounds.
Okay. So it sounds like the first songs you wrote might have been composed on the piano, or were they composed on your
They were
acoustic
all
guitar?
composed on guitar.
All on
Yeah,
guitar. So you
yeah,
really
piano
left
is like, no.
you have you gone back to it at all?
No.
Nope. No.
She's under the bed right now, the piano. Um, I mean, I love playing and, you know, it's it's something I do, like, when I go home.
Mhm.
My mom has a wonderful piano, and she's a wonderful piano player as well, so I always feel inspired to play
Mhm.
when I'm at home, and I played a lot in college, but, yeah, I don't
It
feel
sounds
I
like you
feel
found your
s
instrument.
yeah, I love piano, and it helps me figure things out if I need to, but, I'm
No,
happy
no.
to just let the piano be more like just a I don't know, a helping tool rather than the place where
It's
I'll
your base.
yeah,
Your
that's a great way to put it.
what you built on.
For sure.
And so thinking about your songwriting process
Mhm.
a little bit, how do you get from music to lyrics or lyrics to music? Does one come first? Does it vary? Can you talk about?
Yeah, it starts with I just start playing my guitar. Usually it's always in my room. And I'll just mess around with things and just do certain just play certain things, and once I find something I really like, I'll just kind of repeat that and build on it. And kind of once I begin that structure and I feel confident in that, I'll just start singing melodies without words or with words that make no sense, where I'm just, rambling, and then that's where I kind of find where it jives in my vocal range, and then I'll just honestly, sometimes I'll just start singing like this random lyric and then I'm like, "Oh, this kind of reminds me of this." And then I'll be like, "Okay, this is what I'll write the song about." I don't really ever go in being like, okay, I'm gonna write a song about this and this and this. And it just kind of like builds.
Mhm.
And one thing I've really learned, especially when we were home under like really intense quarantine, was to just stop when I wasn't feeling it anymore and not force it and not sit down and be like, I need to finish a song today or else I'm not a creative person. Like getting that dialogue out of my head and just if 15 minutes is all I can do, then that's it. Then I'm done. So that's been really helpful.
That's interesting because we've had some people in here who say, "Nope, I get up and at 7:30 I make my coffee and I
Yeah.
sit down and I write for X amount of time, and
Yeah.
that's what works for them." But
And it's
then there's a range.
totally. And it's weird because I'm that type of person in literally everything else I do. But when it comes to music, it's like it's comes so naturally and then it leaves so naturally as well.
Leaves the way it came.
Yes, definitely.
So how many original songs do you have at this point? Have you built up a little catalog here?
Yeah, I would say I have definitely less than 10. Um and like 3 I really like and maybe
Well,
the
we do
rest.
play 3 songs here
Exactly.
typically,
This
so
is why this place is the best.
it sounds like it's time for the second one.
Yeah,
What would
let's do
you
it.
like to play for us here?
This is like this little bossa nova song I wrote. Um, and I'm gonna play that. I don't have a name for it yet.
So you're missing a name on your guitar and
Yeah,
your song.
that's another thing that doesn't come naturally is naming things.
Well, that is one of our side hobbies on Rocket Shop is naming unnamed songs.
Oh, really? Okay. Then
we just throw them out there.
you should just name all of my songs.
We haven't raised
Can
a lot of
you
money
do
doing
my
this yet.
bills too and do all of my other chores?
Uh, full service agency
Yeah,
here.
right. I'm just gonna tune this.
Mhm.
Yeah, this song I wrote about someone very special. He's sitting over there.
Okay, we had a look. I wasn't gonna ask. It's a little awkward when you say not sitting.
And it's not Brandon. No, just kidding. And this song is just like very fun. I picture it being like, oops, that's not right. Sorry. I also can't multitask whatsoever.
If you need to take a pause and tune, we're good.
Does the guitar sound loud enough?
Yeah. Does to me.
Great. Cool. That's very loud. We're just gonna. This is all new. I sigh when I see you catch my eye. Your laugh, it turns me round and round. Oh boy, what an everlasting sound. We fell in love so well. In the snow we strolled hand in hand, and now we're dancing in the sand. My love, my love, my love. Ba-da-da-dee, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. catch my eye. Your laugh, it turns me round and round, oh boy, what an everlasting sound. We fell in love so well. In the snow we strolled hand in hand, and now we're dancing in the sand. My love, oh my love, my love, my love, my love.
There you go. You caught me multitasking, trying to get you on Instagram there.
Yeah.
And also trying to think of a name for that song, but I don't have it yet.
Let me know when you do.
I
I
will.
would love that.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Moving right.
Moving right along.
Now we got to
This
get
is
back to
fun. I'm
the
having
interview
fun.
show.
I
Yeah.
love being interviewed.
This is
Maybe I
what
just
happens
like
when Bob
talking.
isn't quite ready
Yeah.
to take over.
You're a great interviewer, though.
Well, thank you. Well, you're an easy person to interview.
Thanks.
So, and I lost my train of thought there. The song kind of ended quicker. I was thinking it was going on just a touch longer.
It's a kind of a sneaky song. It just
Yes.
ends.
So
Maybe I'll write more to it, but
there may be more to come. So you have not recorded any of these yet.
no.
Have you?
Well, yes, kind of on my computer. I
kind of on my computer sounds a little bit like my phone had a voice memo.
Yeah, well, I do have like 7 million voice memos on my phone that aren't labeled anything, so I don't know what they are. Another weird thing that's unlike me to not like organize things. I guess I just don't do it with music, which is weird. But I have recorded a few things on my computer with some equipment, which has been fun, and I can like layer vocals, which is really what I love to do most. I wish that I had clones that were me that could like do harmonies, but maybe in like the year 3000. I don't know.
Now we have a One Direction song.
Yeah, right. A Jonas Brothers song.
How did we get there?
Yeah.
So when you in these songs that you've recorded at home,
Yeah, in my room.
In the bedroom, the infamous bedroom studio.
Yeah, it's the best one. It's the only one I got so far.
That's okay.
Yeah, actually, I did a few in our kitchen in April and May. So kitchen and bedroom.
Well, there's the name of your album, Rooms or something like that.
Yeah, I like that.
And then you could just name it bedroom song number 1, kitchen song number 2.
Sounds like me. It sounds like my voice memo lists. So
there you go. Do you have ambitions to get into a studio and record these at some point?
Yes.
When that can happen?
Yes.
First of all,
definitely. That would be the best. That would be so cool. The funds is the issue, but
of course,
in my dream world, for sure, that would be really
cool.
Start
small.
Yeah.
EPs are a thing now. I've
know.
noticed that it's a lot, or even just singles.
Yeah. I mean, it would be really cool, and I have so many ideas, and I think I really flourish in that type of setting where you can tweak and add more stuff and take stuff away and produce. That would be cool.
Do you think you'd bring in other people to do other instruments on that?
Yeah.
In your head, in your songs, do you already hear places where you think an instrument should be, but you don't have it?
Yes, definitely.
What's the first instrument you want to add in?
Drums.
Drums.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drums and bass. Something really raw. In the past 5 or 6 years, I did a lot of like jazz vocal and jazz music through UVM, and then another band kind of that's stemmed from UVM. And I really loved that band setting of just having a rhythm section and then like a sax. I would add a saxophone too.
Pretty soon you're back to
I know. That's
people.
The thing. I was like, yeah.
And so would you write those parts out? Would you bring in people that say, here's my general idea? How do you have an idea for how you I'm just curious if you've thought about this.
I definitely have.
Okay.
That's all I did in this spring was just think. But yes, I would probably do kind of a mixture of having an idea of what I would want, And then I think for the instruments I know best, I would have an idea, but if there's something I don't know how to play, I would love to hear something.
What else do you play besides guitar and piano?
Nothing. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know why I said that. I
Okay.
guess I guess like
But in your head you
yeah.
have a
Yeah, like
something.
I know
Okay.
that instrument's potential.
Mhm.
Um but like for instance, if someone came in like drums, I don't really know
How
what
you'd
yeah, like to me I would just do like on
s
the on and off beat and like maybe
okay.
a fill, but
Okay.
there's so many other things so I would but for vocals, like harmonies, I would probably write those.
Okay. And do you can you read and write music enough so
Yes.
that you could write out a part for
Mhm.
somebody then?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
well, that helps a lot
Yeah.
on the instruments you can do that easily, and
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't know how you write a drum part. I have no clue.
Yeah.
Other than orchestral stuff, which
Right.
is,
Yeah.
that's a
I would
totally
just like start beatboxing and then I would need to be excused after that.
and come back an hour later and they'll say, "Okay, we've got it for you."
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, if it gets you there, it gets you there, right?
Exactly. Mhm.
Cool. So you haven't really played out live a lot by yourself then because COVID came in and interrupted. I
Yeah.
assume probably right when you were getting started. You said you played at Radio Bean.
Yeah, and that was through
Um,
Honey and Soul.
okay.
I was able they were such a great band to play with, and I love
Hmm.
them so much. And if we had a song that we wanted to perform, and
Hmm.
there was usually there was time to do it, it was very much encouraged to share with the audience, which definitely helped me become more creative. I mean, Hannah and Cleo were a huge part of that.
I think I remember a show at Ian's where you each had a song, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's where it started.
That's kind of yeah, and I know Cleo had a song and it was really great and um
Well, I remember her
so s-
being not quite ready for doing it, but she did,
yeah, and
right?
she obviously crushed it. But yeah, it was a really great band to be a part of. We encouraged each other so
Hmm.
much and were so receptive to new music and it was very easy to share with them and made me feel very comfortable sharing my own music with anyone else.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And have you played mostly in Burlington?
Yes.
Burlington and the kind of the surrounding areas, I
Yeah.
guess is what I mean.
I can't think really of anywhere else that I've played.
Yeah, because it seems
Yeah.
like it's a very, and this is just my impression being in the audience,
Hmm.
a good location for an artist to get up there to try things and have an accepting audience who
Hmm.
isn't gonna ignore you and start talking if
Yeah.
if they sense something, right?
Definitely. That's why I love it here and feel so comfortable playing at these
Hmm.
venues. I hope that they open soon, as long as it's safe to do so. But um, at the same time, I left when I wanted to stop performing. And then I decided that I wanted to kind of write my own music and do my own thing. There wasn't that pressure because everything was closed. There wasn't that pressure that I needed to book gigs
So
to
that kind
feel
of lined up for
successful.
you in a
Yeah.
way. There's a silver lining in there.
Yeah. And for sure. And that was a huge pressure off of me because I think at the beginning of that, I viewed success as booking as many gigs as you can
Hmm.
and not creating something that you really love or just feeling good about playing music, even if it's for 20 minutes. Like that's all I want.
Well, that's a healthy place to be,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
You see, I you can tell when some people are getting to the point of burning out a little bit in playing live,
Hmm.
or burning their audience out
Hmm.
too. Sometimes they're too available
Yeah.
and leaving wanting more, right? Isn't that one of the showbiz tenants?
Definitely.
So
Yeah, and it's a lot to perform. It's just exhausting to be in front of people. I feel comfortable doing it, but even if you're comfortable, it still takes a toll on
e-
you.
even people that I have come through here and that I
Mhm.
know around town have also said, and I get really nervous before a show, and I
Yeah.
think, wait, what, you?
Yeah.
But
I get
it
so nervous
sounds
and it's very new. I used to not really get nervous when I played other people's songs.
Do you think it's because it is your song
Yeah.
and you're telling people this is my song?
Mhm. Yeah, definitely.
So you just do a sneak attack, tell them you're doing a bunch of covers. It's really your songs, and you get to the end,
Exactly.
and oh, by the way,
Psych. Yeah. Um, and I also think I I was playing so frequently in the house during these months where we weren't doing anything, and I got so used to feeling comfortable in this space. Like, you can be so well rehearsed in your room, in your kitchen, and the second you step somewhere else, you kind of I personally, my brain just stops working, and I just say it's like a roller coaster, like, going down, like,
mhm.
"Okay, whatever happens, happens," but I'm just not thinking right now.
So, it could work out in your favor because I don't think things are gonna all of a sudden be open. It's gonna ease
Yeah,
back into things, and it's gonna be smaller shows
yeah,
and quarter capacity things,
and
and
that's
more
why
intimate
yeah,
too, which
definitely, and honestly, the intimate concerts are the most terrifying for me. Like, I
really?
prefer to have, like, 10,000 people
You played
than
in front of 10,000 people?
mm,
Oh,
no,
okay, just
in my
checking.
dreams.
Okay. This is what you're thinking about been
I
thinking about
actually did the
going.
other night in my dream. I dreamt I was Whitney Houston,
For real.
for real.
And what did you sing as Whitney Houston?
I will always love you.
That's good. That's great. I love it.
I can't
Uh,
remember if it went well, but yeah. But anyways,
aspirations,
yeah,
why not?
girls got a dream, literally.
Oh, that's funny. So do you think when it comes out, do you think you'll start with I mean, you're gonna have to start with smaller shows, but I mean, what do you I mean, do you have any clue as to what's going
No,
or you're
and
just gonna kinda get out there when it starts happening and just
yeah,
try to just play some things here and there and
definitely. Like, when I saw you guys were starting back up, I was like, this is a perfect way to kind of get back into it. And um yeah, just kind of reach out. But at the same time, I need to not push myself too much to, like, always be reaching out because that's not fun for me. And
well,
I have
no, I
no
mean
desire to I don't my like I said, my desire is to just enjoy what I'm playing, and
mhm,
whether it's in my kitchen or here or somewhere, I just wanna enjoy music with other people.
mhm. Have you thought about releasing any kinda, like, singles on Bandcamp or anything, even in your, your bedroom or your kitchen
Yeah,
song or
well, my
whatever?
SoundCloud,
Okay,
I
so
have a few songs on my SoundCloud.
okay. Well, I was gonna get to that, like,
Ye
where can we find you?
yeah,
So, you're on
I'm
SoundCloud
on
as
Jay Spellman.
J Spellman, okay.
Um, but that's where I'm at,
That
SoundCloud and
that's it.
Instagram, but,
Well,
um, yeah, that's all I've got right now, but SoundCloud is cool. I for some reason just started there I am. That's weird. I just saw a picture
okay,
of
for people
myself.
on the radio, we have a little screen in the background that shows a lot of Rocket Shop guests going by, and we have Honey and Soul right
I'm
up
like,
here
"Who
right
is
now.
that person staring at me?" Oh, it's just
It's
me. I look very
it's a
happy.
very little meta
Right.
kinda thing.
But yeah, the SoundCloud is cool and was a really great platform for me to share my music with people.
Mhm. Have you had anybody reach out that has not been from the Burlington area, doesn't know anything about you on SoundCloud yet? I can't tell
No, I don't
which of these
really
platforms
yeah, I don't think I'm doing it well because, like, I have, like, 2 legs. So,
I'm not convinced anybody's doing it
yeah,
well.
so I don't know. It's I think for me, SoundCloud is less of, like, a social networking type of thing and more just, like, an actual place to put my music that isn't Instagram. Um, so, yeah, no one's reached out yet.
Well, so you heard it here
Yet,
first. Jay
if anyone's watching.
Spellman, get a couple more likes
Yeah, right.
on SoundCloud.
Mhm.
So I think we're getting close to where we need to finish this up,
Cool.
but we do like to finish up with a song.
Okay.
So what would you like to play us out with?
So this is, a song that I wrote called "I Understand." Is this my last one?
Yeah,
Uh,
well, do you have 2 more you
well,
wanna
I
I
have
mean,
2 I wanted to end with this one, so if there were
you can
2
you can
that's me sorry, I just keep seeing pictures of myself. Um,
unplanned, this truly
yeah,
is. You can if you wanna play 2,
okay.
then go
I'm gonna
give us
play
2
I'm gonna play
and
2.
okay.
This first one is actually a cover. Um, it's by Fleet Foxes. They're a huge,
I
influence.
might have seen them here. down at
Yeah, they
Shelburne?
were here at Shelburne
I
Farms.
think yes.
If
Shelburne
you saw the girl, oh
Museum.
yeah,
Shelburne Museum. Okay.
if you saw a girl sobbing her eyes out in the front row, that was me because I love them so much.
Tears of joy.
I can't. I mean, my yeah, Brandon can attest
You
to.
just can't put
I
it into
just
words. It just
it just comes out like I just cry so hard and I love it. It's so much fun. And it's weird, but like it just I love.
do we have tissues in the
Yeah,
studio here?
I don't cry at myself. Well, no. Okay, way too much. All right. But yeah, they were really amazing. Um, like the 15-year-old girl side of me was really happy to be there. So I picked this song because it's kind of like very suitable to the world right now. Just everyone's got a lot of questions, and that's
very few answers.
very few. If anyone has the answers, let us know.
Write them out on a postcard and send them to
Okay.
Big Heavy World.
Right. Okay. Why in the night sky are the lights hung? Why is the earth moving round the sun? Floating in the vacuum with no purpose, not a one. Why in the night sky are the lights hung? Oh, why is life made only for to end? Why do I do all this waiting then? Why this frightened part of me that's fated to pretend? Why is life made only for to end? Oh, in this city only for a while, here to face the fortune and the bile. I heard you on the radio, I couldn't help but smile. In the city only for a while. Oh, why in the night sky are the lights hung? Why is the earth moving round the sun? Floating in the vacuum with no purpose, not a one. Why in the night sky are the lights hung? Oh, thanks.
Great.
All right.
And then we're going to end with an original
end with
Julia Spelman tune. Thanks so
This
much for
was
coming on
so
tonight.
much fun. I wish I could do this every day.
Wow. We can sit here and
I-
wait for Tom for 5 minutes and sit down and have a chat and you can play some music.
Oh man, this is great. This is so fun. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we love to hear that. And we're glad we're getting a little music out there.
Yeah.
Dribs and drabs.
I hope everyone's doing well and
Yep.
listening to music a lot. I certainly
You know,
am.
a slow trend upward is better than some
Mhm.
spikes.
Yes, I agree. Okay.
So what's the name of this one here?
This song is called I Understand.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out what I want here. Okay. All right. The gentle wind, it soothes the pangs of my youth. Glowing windows inside, happy memories I can't seem to find. Da, 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 day. There are whispers and giggles inside this home, and the whispers are certainly not my own. Something I never understood, the secrets of adulthood, the secrets that you never meant to tell, and the secrets you keep on the highest shelf, so we can reach them with our hands. But why does it harm me just to tell you that I understand? Did you think that we were blind to the details you left behind? Puzzle pieces spinning out of control. It takes the youngest to make this puzzle whole. The secrets that you drag with you, ball and chain, and the secrets that are tethered to our name. So we can read them if we try. But if I said I hadn't done the same, that'd be a lie. Lead the way. Lead us astray. You lead the way. Lead us astray. You lead the way.
Well, thank you.
Thank
That was
you.
wonderful. The whole little performance has been great.
Thanks. This
Thanks
was
so much for coming
fun.
on.
Wow. I'm literally so happy. Okay.
That's perfect. This has been Julia Spelman on Rocket Shop Radio Hour here at Big Heavy World Headquarters, WOMMLP, Burlington, Vermont. We'll be back next week, same time. We think Tom Proctor will be with us for Antera. Thanks again, and everybody stay safe. Have a good evening.